If you haven't been living under a rock, you would know that the World Cup is going on in America right now. So in honor of that, I've decided, like this video, to add guns to my game.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
But before we get to that, if you watched the last video, you might remember the really bad leveling system that I made. Well, I decided to add some functionality to this by creating some magic moves that you can attain by leveling up. I made 3 levels of magic moves for each of the 4 elements in the games, so I made 12 total with more to come in the future. The 4 elements I wanted were to be electricity, water, wind, and fire. For the electricity element, I made 3 moves called Shock, Bolt, and Thunder.
Wait, isn't Thunder just the name of a Pokemon move?
What? Well, as you can see here, the moves are stored into an array, with the first item in the array being the name of the move, the second being what element it is, and the third being how much damage it does, and the fourth being how much mana it takes to use the move. Now onto the water element. The 3 moves I came up with was Wave, Waterfall, and Tsunami.
Wait, isn't Waterfall also the name of a Pokemon move?
As you can see, the mana that water element uses is less than electricity. This is because I want electricity moves to have a chance to paralyze the opponent.
Gee, I wonder where he got that idea from.
For the wind moves, the first move I made was Gust.
Okay, come on now, you're not even trying to hide it.
Okay, give me the benefit of the doubt here, guys. Making names for moves and not copying Pokemon is hard. At first, I wanted to use the Latin version of these words, but then you just wouldn't know what the move meant. There's one group I had with Persona. How the hell am I supposed to know that Maziongo meant electricity, apart from the big electricity symbol right next to it? Anyway, the other 2 moves I made are called Airblade and Tornado. The status effect I wanted this one to have was Bleed, but it would take more damage from moves as well as a small amount of damage being taken every turn. For the fire element, the moves I made were Fireball, Fire Rain, and Firestorm. See, no Pokemon moves this time. And the status effect I wanted this one to have is Burn. It's pretty simple. You'll take a medium amount of damage every turn. So more damage than Bleed, but the trade-off is you don't get more damage like Bleed does. I've also made a quick script and made it so that if you reach a certain level, it adds the move straight to your pool if there's an open space. I've only done this for Shock for now, as I haven't figured out the level curve for all the moves I wanted to do. Now on to making guns in my game.
Gee, I wonder what creative way he's gonna incorporate guns into his game. Surely he's not just gonna copy what another game has done, right?
Alright, I know outright copying the system is kind of scummy, but I couldn't really think of a different way to add guns, and I also really like it, so we're gonna keep it. To make this was a bit more complicated than the magic attacks, since I wanted to make it so that you could shoot multiple bullets rather than just one in a single turn. I also had to decide how much damage a gun would do. In the end, I decided to make it so it does a flat amount of damage. Unlike magic attacks, I go through a little calculation to figure out how much damage it does. That includes its level, its stats, the enemy's endurance, and its level. This is to make it more useful in the beginning, where the enemies have less HP and the user doesn't have any good moves. But towards the end, it becomes a little more redundant, since the enemies will have more HP and your moves will just do more damage. So I made a couple new stats called bullet damage, mag size, and bullets left in mag. And I made it so when you press shoot, it does 2 things. 1, it shoots a bullet, takes away the damage from the enemy's health. And 2, it opens a new menu with another shoot button and displays the amount of bullets you have left. And when you have 0 bullets left, it finishes the turn. Or if you press the back button, it also finishes the turn. And that's the whole shooting system, and consequently everything we've done today. We're nearly done with the base game, and I just have to add like a few more touches before we make the game actually look good. And I have to tackle the task of learning how to draw.
Baby, you know I'm impatient, and even more now that you're present. I'm feeling my guns when I'm missing, 'cause you're the woman in my world, so I ain't gonna front.